So to close, brothers and sisters, Acts of the Apostles 5:10 from paragraph 2 and 5:11 from paragraph 1. Paul carried with him the atmosphere of heaven. All who associated with him felt the influence of his union with Christ. The fact that his own life exemplified the truth that he proclaimed gave convincing power to his preaching. Here lies the power of truth. The unstudied, the unconscious influence of a holy life is the most convincing sermon that that can be given in favor of Christianity. Argument even unanswerable may provoke only opposition, but a godly example has a power that is impossible wholly to resist. This man, Paul, who was in contempt of Christ, who was killing Christ's disciples, now had this union with Christ where people saw him and were like, wow, this guy truly believes in Jesus Christ. That is what we ought to be, brothers and sisters, where the gospel is sort of reflected, where we are so happy and joyous for Christ that people see it and want, and they cannot resist it. They cannot resist it. They're like, no, we want that. We want that peace, that grace, that happiness that you have. The apostle lost sight of his own approaching sufferings in his solitude for those whom he whom he was about to leave to cope with prejudice, hatred, and persecution. The few Christians who accompanied him to the place of execution, he endeavored to strengthen and encourage by repeating the promises given for those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. He assured them that nothing would fail all that the Lord had spoken concerning his tried and faithful children. For a little season he might be in heaviness through manifold temptations. They might be the destitute of earthly comforts, but they could only encourage their hearts with the assurance of God's faithfulness, saying, I know whom I have believed, and I am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I have committed unto him. Soon the night of trial and the suffering would end, and then would dawn the glad mornings of peace and perfect day. The apostle was looking into the great beyond, not with uncertainty or dread, but with joyous hope and longing expectations. As he stands at the place of martyrdom, he sees the sword of the executioner, or the earth soon to receive his blood. He looks through the calm blue heaven of that summer day to the throne of the eternal. Brothers and sisters, what a powerful example. What a powerful example from Paul. This is what we ought to do. This is how we ought to approach the situation.